Surat al-Malaika, chapter of the angels. In the name of Allah, the merciful, the compassionate, the praise belongs to Allah, creator of the heavens and the earth, who maketh the angels messengers with wings, twofold, threefold, and fourfold, adding to the creation what he pleaseth. Verily Allah over everything hath power. Any mercy which Allah maketh available for the people, no one can withhold, and what he withholdeth, no one can afterwards send. He is the sublime, the wise. O ye people, remember the goodness of Allah to you. Is there any creator but Allah? He provideth for you from the heaven and the earth. There is no God but he. How then are ye involved in lies? If they count thee false, messengers have been counted false before thee, and to Allah brought back all affairs. O ye people, the promise of Allah is true, so let not beguile you this present life with regard to Allah. Let not this beguile you, the beguiler. Verily Satan is an enemy to you, so take him as an enemy. He calls his party only that they may be among the people of the blaze. For those who have disbelieved is the punishment severe, but for those who have believed and wrought the works of righteousness is forgiveness and a great reward. Is he then to be alike regarded for whom the evil of his conduct has been so adorned that he thinks it good? Allah leadeth astray whom he willeth, and guideth whom he willeth. So let not thy soul waste itself in sighs because of them. Verily Allah knoweth what they do. Allah it is who hath sent forth the winds, which then stir up cloud, and we drive it to the dead ground, and revive the earth thereby, after it has become dead. So is the arousing. If anyone desires honor, honor belongs to Allah entirely. To him goodly speech ascends, and upright acting he exalts. But for those who plot evil deeds is a punishment severe. The plotting of such shall come to naught. Allah created you of dust, then from seed, and then made you pairs. No female conceives or brings forth, but he knows of it. Not one is given long life, nor is one cut short in his life, but it is in the book. Verily for law, that is easy. Not alike are the two seas, the one sweet, fresh, good to drink, the other salt, brackish. Yet from each ye eat fresh meat, and bring forth adornment to wear. And one sees the ships plowing through it, that ye may seek his bounty. Mayhap ye will be thankful. He causeth the night to interpenetrate the day, and the day to interpenetrate the night. And he hath subdued the sun and the moon to service, each running to an appointed term. That is Allah, your Lord. To him belongs the power, and those whom ye call apart from him have not power over the skin of a date stone. If ye call upon them, they do not hear your calling, and if they were to hear, they would not answer you. And on the day of resurrection, they will disown your association of them. No one informs thee like one who knows. O ye people, ye are the ones who stand in need of Allah, and Allah is the rich, the praiseworthy. If he pleaseth, he will cause you to pass away and bring a new creation to Allah. That is not a great matter. One burdened soul will not bear the burden of another. If a heavy laden one call another to its load, no part of it will be borne, even though it were a near relative. Thou wilt only warn those who fear their Lord in the unseen and who observe the prayer. Whoever seeks purity to his own advantage, he seeks purity, and to Allah is the trend. Not alike are the blind and the keen-sighted, the darkness and the light, the shade and the burning heat. Not alike are the living and the dead. Allah causeth whom he pleaseth to hear, and thou wilt not cause to hear those who are in the tombs. Thou art only a warner. We have sent thee with the truth, a bringer of good tidings and a warner. In every community there was in the past a warner. If they count thee false, those before them have also counted messengers false, to whom the messengers came with the evidences, the Psalms, and the enlightening book. Then I took hold of those who disbelieved, and of what nature was my disapproval. Has not one seen that Allah hath sent down water from the heaven, and we then bring forth thereby fruits of different colors, and the mountains too are streaks of different colors, white and red, and rocks which are black. And amongst men and beasts and cattle are differences of color, likewise of his servants. Only those who have knowledge fear Allah. Verily Allah is sublime, forgiving. Those who recite the book of Allah and observe the prayer, and contribute of what we have provided them with, secretly and publicly, hope for a bargain that will not come to naught. Then we cause those of our servants whom we chose to inherit the book. Some of them wrong themselves, some of them act in moderation, and some of them take precedence in good works by Allah's permission. That is the great bounty, that he may pay them the rewards in full and give them increase of his bounty. Verily he is forgiving, grateful. What we have suggested to thee of the book is the truth, confirming what is before it. Verily Allah of his servants is informed and observant. Gardens of Eden, into which to enter, wherein they will be adorned with bracelets of gold and silver, bracelets of gold and with pearls, and wherein their dress will be of silk, clothing. And they will say, praise be to Allah, who hath caused grief to pass from us. Verily our Lord is forgiving and grateful, who hath of his bounty caused us to settle in the permanent abode, in which toucheth us neither toil nor fatigue. But those who have disbelieved is the fire of Gehenna. They will not be finished off and die, nor will any of its punishment be lightened from off them. So do we recompense every ungrateful one. Therein will they be shouting, O our Lord, take us out, and we shall act uprightly, differently from the way in which we have been acting. Did we not give you long life sufficient for him who would take warning, and came there not to you the warner? Haste then for the wrongdoers, there is no helper. Verily Allah knoweth the unseen things of the heavens and the earth. Verily he knoweth what is in the breast. He it is who hath made you successors to others in the earth. So whoever disbelieves, it is to his own disadvantage. The disbelief of the unbelievers will not increase them in their Lord's eyes, but in abhorrence. The disbelief of the unbelievers only increases them in loss. Have ye considered your associates upon whom ye call apart from Allah? Show me what part of the earth they have created, or have they any partnership in the heavens? Or have we bestowed upon them a book, so that they stand upon an evidence from it? Nay, the wrongdoers promise each other but delusions. Verily, Allah holds back the heavens and the earth from passing away, and assuredly if they pass away, no one after him will hold them back. Verily he is forbearing, forgiving. They have sworn by Allah as solemnly as they could. If a warner comes to them, they will be better guided than one of the other communities. But when a warner came to them, it only increased them in restiveness, in assumption of greatness in the land, and plotting of evil. But evil plotting only encompasses those who practice it. Do they expect anything but the custom in the case of those of olden time? One will not find in the custom of the law any alteration. One will not find in the custom of the law any change. Have they not traveled about in the land and seen of what nature was the end of those before them? Though they were stronger than they in power, Allah was not one whom anything in the heavens or the earth could frustrate. He was knowing, powerful. If Allah were to take the people to task for what they have piled up, he would not leave upon the surface of it a thing that walks, but he puts them off until a set term. Then, when their term comes, well, Allah of his servants hath become observant. And we find, just like the opening, people like to throw in words like only and stuff that aren't there. Only 40 Hadith Qudsi, only 99 names of God. Read the books that are the source books for these lists, right? But the light beings with their wings, as they're called, that's, well, God adds to that what he wants. So, there's some standard, but there's some that exceed that. So when you see narrations about angels with 1,000 wings, that's really the best way we can describe them, I think, or fluffy energy fields, or whatever you want to call them. But we also, coming from 33 to 34 and some issues with the community, but you're continuing anyways. Then finally you get to the point in 35 where you get the idea that your own beliefs, your own actions, they will be plenty for your state. Now, that doesn't mean you don't group with others and all that stuff. It's just,